It's
Yeah.
genetically though.
I was reading this article and it was basically it was it was saying that how like the like in 2012 how they said like the Mayan calendar ended. um so basically this article was saying that um the world in our universe got uh our galaxy at the as soon as 2012 started, it was like the end of, I don't know. Basically, they're trying to say like we got sucked into this black hole.
We're in black matter or some shit.
Like it's like, but like it happened simultaneously, so much to the point like we didn't even really realize that it happened. And it's like things that used to be one way they're still the same, but they're like slight differences in them. And it's like things that changed like right before, kind of like that. Like in what's the name of the movie? Uh, Not is it Us? Yeah, Us. Remember how like it was like she was up top, but then like at the bottom she was like still technically doing the same thing, but it was differences in it. But it's I don't know.
Oh,
It was kind of weird, like the way they was making it seem is like you look at companies like, let's say for example, Walmart is was spelled WALMART, but then like now it would be like two L's in Walmart. It's like something that's different, but it's the same, but it happened right before our eyes and we didn't even notice the shit. It's like so many different things that are like different, but they're still the same, but they're different.
like 9/11.
Nah, I'm just saying, basically just trying to say that we got sucked into a black hole and the world as we know it did technically end in 2012. We just don't know it.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that.
Oh, that shit!
I seen that
I
shit.
was like, what the fuck?
Not so much the end, but it was like a shift in consciousness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like that was the end. That was the end of the Mayan calendar.
I
Yeah,
did
that's
see.
what we shifted from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. So right now we in the age of Aquarius. Like, and I think I think it was something like 2012 was when we shifted from those two ages. Like on that like zodiac shit. Like that's basically what they saying. Like,
Right.
but that's the era we live in. But
Uh,
the Pisces era was more was like the where before that. Like I think that's kind of why people are acting different generally compared to how like the last generations. I don't think it's completely 100% because of social engineering. I feel like it's like our consciousness expanding, but we're being manipulated into using it the wrong way, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I feel
same time,
like that's what's going on.
That makes sense.
So they gotta crank up the simple shit. You know what I mean? But my fault, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I feel like that's why they do it.
Oh no, you good?
Now go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Randall, my fault.
at the same time, I think we're more aware.
Say that again.
At the same time, I think I mean, this group at least, we're more aware of like what's going on.
Gotta be. If it's not, I mean, whew.
I mean, we ain't gotta be, but this just so happen we are more aware.
But like I don't know. Like, do you? I don't know.
Like what you said the other week, we are real in like a spiritual like warfare. Like this shit is legit.
You literally took the words I cut you off because I was about to say the same shit you just said.
We're literally in
That's funny as shit, but that's what it is.
like tenfold. We are in this shit. Like everything you watch right now, every like show that they put out right now, it's like a metaphor for the shit. Like you pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention.
It's funny because I was talking about this last week and I wasn't even on Flight Room. So that's crazy that you just said that. I don't know everything that happened last week, but I was talking about this to 2 or 3 different people about like stuff that's happening in the spirit, spirit realm, spiritual warfare, things that's trying to influence us that we don't even, we don't actually think past like how it affects the world. You know what I mean? So that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like you said, Randall. This shit is like a straight up attack on our minds and spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like full blown. And you know the biggest culprit out of everything is the media. You know what I'm saying? This is like they're the ones because they're controlling the narrative, and they know that the average person depends on them to tell them how to think. You know, it's like the news or like think about it. When you was growing up, and you when you turn on the news, it was like, oh, okay, if I want to be informed in what's going on in the world, I have to go to the news. So of course these is going to be the niggas that's going to be, you know what I'm saying, telling you the most lies. That's why they could tell you that if you listen to what it's basically saying, listen to what they say if you want to be quote unquote enlightened. But for real, you know what I'm saying, using your own mind is better. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. All you have to do is say question shit. Like don't just accept everything that they teach. It's just that simple. More questions. Like it's a saying. Like you know the like a true. You can judge a man's intelligence by the questions he asks more than whether he tells you. You know what I'm saying? His level of ability to ask a question is more of a measure. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like you gotta look at shit like that. Just don't just be accepting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's because in order to get an answer, you have to ask a question. You know what I'm saying? That's how that that's like a universal law. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. You know what I'm saying?
I think people like the disconnect. They think like the news and CNN and Fox. They try to pledge allegiance to what network, but you gotta play and you gotta think about social media is still media. Like that still drives the narrative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the social media aspect is worse because, like, all right, like I said, you got the mainstream media, you know what I'm saying, and then it trickles down to social media. The same average person who, like they say, they know that doesn't think for themselves, it's going to take whatever it says on mainstream media, then they're going to go to their social media, then they're going to look at every story that has that same mainstream story, but it's going to be a person that they following or the person that they know or somebody that's in their explorer, you know what I'm saying? So now they're going down a deeper rabbit hole of that same narrative that was created by mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you easily become brainwashed. Because of our social media, because of Instagram and shit like that, and Twitter and all that other shit, it makes it easier and faster and quicker to brainwash your ass compared to how much they had to go through to brainwash people in the past. Like social media is like brainwashing, it's like a microwave for brainwashing niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of shit.
And to your point,
because it makes it easy for you to go down a rabbit hole.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So to your point, you could get brainwashed like 50 times just by clicking on something and going down that same rabbit hole, and you don't even know it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
it can happen
like
fast. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I know that because I'm guilty. I know I've been there. I was like, damn, I had to wait. Hold on, damn. I'm like, damn, this is all that I'm interested in. This is all that's on my mind. Like I need to back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like so I realized how that can easily happen. And then, like you said, you watch a video on YouTube, then you see the joints coming up. Oh, that's related. Let me click on that. Oh, that's related. Click on that. Oh, that's related. Next thing you know, you like that's all this. It just takes your mind over.
Is social media bad, good, or in between?
It's nothing. It's a tool. You choose what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not good or bad. You can use it.
The thing is just like the internet. It's just like when the internet came out. You do what you do with it.
It's discernment. It's
the internet, same shit.
But that's what I'm saying. I look at it the same way as it's on social media, is on the internet, but my question was, do you think is social media bad, good, or in between? You do, like you say, you do what you do with it.
All right. Do you want to get to the root of it with social media and shit?
Yeah.
You see, like in recent news, right? They talking about this TikTok shit is like a Chinese like spy.
Some Chinese shit. Spy shit.
Before you get off.
I don't even have a TikTok account.
Yeah. You know about it. How TikTok is like a spy app for the Chinese, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So and everybody's on that shit. Caden was begging me to put the shit on his phone.
Oh yeah. All the kids are on it right now. All the kids are on it.
The Chinese don't fuck with their people as a government. Like we live in America. The shit is fucked up, but at the same time, we are not as worse as the Chinese. Like the Chinese are, you know what I mean? They owe them, they like own those people to like the T. They have like stores and everything. But TikTok was a planned app to keep track of these people and spy on these people, and they extended this shit to American people. But that's just one jump because Facebook is the same shit.
Yeah.
And Facebook started as a app called LifeLog. If y'all want to Google that shit, it was called LifeLog.
That sounds wild.
Yeah, it was called LifeLog, and it's created by the Pentagon. And then whoever y'all, Mark Zuckerberg, he's not even like, you think he's self-made? Nah, he's not self-made. He's part of some type of rich family. I think like the Vanderbilts or some shit like that. And they passed that shit on to him. The moment Facebook went public is the moment LifeLog died. And LifeLog was from the Pentagon.
Okay.
They keep tabs on all of us.
Remember do you remember the shit we was on when we was in not Bowie Place, but in fucking Haley? We was on like when Facebook first started and shit. We was on some other fucking
what, MySpace?
No, not MySpace. It was another joint. It was another college.
That Spanish joint? You was on that shit.
Nah, Mahente. You talking about Mahente. It was another joint that we was on, dog. It was another joint.
What?
I don't remember the name. That's why I'm asking. I don't remember the name. I remember Mahente was on it before.
MySpace,
Facebook. That was one joint.
It was another joint. But I guess. Maybe.
I just want everybody.
It might have been them joints. I thought it was on another joint.
LifeLog. Go to duckduckgo.com and go LifeLog Pentagon Facebook. Just 3 words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm leery of Chinese-owned companies, bro, because it's kind of like you said, right? It's always an intent behind it, and the intent is not good, especially for Americans. You know they own AMC too, and people don't understand that they own AMC theaters, bro. Like, they got rights to everything you do while you're in that theater. And they're not even from this country, and you know that they're pretty much our enemies, man. It's like, why would you?
That whole ring shit that the NBA players are wearing, they've been doing shit like that.
Yeah.
When I was talking about 5G episodes ago, they've been doing that shit. They're keeping tabs on who goes where.
Yep.
Like, this is where they started shit. The Wuhan shit, the 5G shit. This is where it started. And George, you know who George Soros? He's funding that shit. He's trying to bring it here. He said they are the leaders.
Well, if we saying they're the leaders, we smart as fuck up this joint, and I wanted to question P Shack because he had put some shit in the chat earlier talking about Tesla and all that. I got me one share of Tesla. Dog.
Oh yeah.
One share of Tesla at it was $1,016. That shit, yeah, it went up to $1,400.
Yeah, that shit at $1,400.
What y'all niggas trying to do out this joint, dog? It would be fucking dope. We need to make. Huh?
I was trying to put my bread in one of these vaccines because one of these.
I did that shit.
Going hit.
One of these vaccine companies in Gaithersburg got a $1.6 billion deal. Did you see that?
What's the companies? I was fucking with INO. That was a shit.
Novavax.
No, but I fuck with Novavax. I took my money out of that shit because it fucked me over.
Gaithersburg. That shit is in Gaithersburg. It got a $1.6 billion bill from the government to get vaccine for the shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I've seen that
fast.
Yeah, you probably seen the.
It's like in a little office park.
There's so many Jones out here though. NIH and
that's what I'm saying. Them shits is all over. Yeah, Germantown.
Even by